Hello my viewers, if you're interested in buying a helmet like this, or maybe a life-size one, you can go over there and shop at greenguy.com. They have NCAA teams, they have NFL teams, they have all your favorite teams. They even have the teams that you don't like the Bengals, Browns, and Ravens. I don't know why anybody buy that, but they have that too if you want to buy it. So go over there and use my promo code PITSEN and go and shop some of your favorite football helmets now. Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Got some Steelers news and updates. Of course, you know the Steelers play the Panthers on Thursday, so we should have it's our last preseason game to the season, so we'll see how the Steelers can bounce back after the preseason loss. I know people will say it's just preseason, but like I mentioned before, I don't care what form of game it is. If you're out there, you want to play to win, you want to go out there and shine and go out there and prove, of course. And the Steelers had many mistakes, of course, in the red zone, some turnovers as well, 3 turnovers, and made a lot of different mistakes that cost them that game that they could have won against the Buccaneers. And you want to make sure your guys, with the second unit, third unit, everybody's prepared, everybody's ready. Because when you get an opportunity to come out there, football, the opportunity to come out of nowhere, injuries happen, things happen, of course, and you might get a chance to go out there and play. And you need to be ready. So hopefully the guys bounce back. Mason Rudolph bounce back. Hopefully, of course, Skylar Thompson bounce back. And everybody kind of bounce back and play better football this Thursday. So we'll see what happens. As you guys know, of course, Nick Herbig, they have a hamstring injury. I don't think it's severe though. They say he's day to day. Right now he's our starting edge rusher on the other side. Really, right now, technically, because Alex Highsmith's still dealing with that groin injury. So we'll see. Alex Highsmith will be back before the season starts. Hopefully, the season don't start until September, September the 9th. I think the first game the Steelers have on Sunday against the Jets. So it'd be a little while from now. So hopefully Alex Highsmith can heal that groin up. He had a groin injury in 2021, had a groin injury last season. We missed 4 games as well. So he has some injuries, of course, groin injuries the past few years. I don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh. The groin injury, I don't know if I don't know what they're doing. They riding a carousel too much or something, or they practicing their splits or something. I have no idea how these groin injuries be happening 24/7. But hopefully, I think Alex Highsmith can kind of get back to being healthy and stuff. I think it happened in a one-on-one drill in training camp a few weeks ago, as he was doing a drill, and he just stopped doing the drill and said something didn't feel right in his groin, and then he went back to the medical center thing, and they said a groin strain or something. So we'll see what happens. The groin injury is one injury. I had a groin injury before. I lost a few years ago. I think I was playing 7-on-7 for fun. We're playing against people 7-on-7 for fun like that. We're playing football. It's always do those little 7-on-7 events. Usually I'm just quarterback. I just throw the ball and stuff. I can play basketball and move and stuff in basketball, like that. But in football, I mostly just play quarterback. And sometimes if I have to guard, I just be in the middle, playing middle backer, or a safety or something like that. But that time I was trying to play receiver. I went out there, I ran a route, and my cleats got stuck in the ground a little bit when I was trying to turn. And I put my groin, and it was hurting for a while. It was hurting for it was like a month or so. It was because I maybe I didn't let it heal fully, but I kept feeling the pain of my groin a little bit every single time. So yeah, groin injury can be lingering on. Groin injuries, hamstring injuries can be lingering on. So hopefully those guys get that fixed, because Herbig, we need you for the season. They say his day to day, so they say he might be able to play on Thursday. So his not as severe, but Alex Highsmith, we don't know the severity of his groin injury. We're gonna see. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Be ready and prepared for week 1, and we see how things shape out. Also, of course, you look at the Steelers receiver room. You got Roman Wilson. He had 2 catches for 72 yards in this past game, of course, against the Buccaneers. He showcased his speed, his quickness, his ability to get out there. And we know we're going to utilize him around. We know exactly how he was at college in Michigan. He had 800+ yards, 12 touchdowns as well. They utilized him to give him handoffs and carries. They use him in the slot. They use him outside. They use him everywhere, around the field. And he make a lot of big-time plays and stuff. And we know he's a deep ball player as well. He can go deep. He can track the ball very well too. He probably had over 100 yards if Mason Rudolph threw the ball ahead of him. We can go get it. Probably over 100 yards he'd have had, but he threw the ball a little short. But Roman Wilson still was good enough to stop and track the ball and make the play. So hopefully he can keep developing too. We see more of that on Thursday, because entering the season, I think the Steelers going to roll with what they have. I think the DK Metcalf going to be #1 guy, of course. You pay him $30-something million a year. Of course, he's going to be #1. You have Calvin Austin as the second guy. Third guy, probably Roman Wilson, maybe. Robert Woods, I don't know if he's going to make the team or not. I hope Rob Taylor make the team, because he's very physical pass catcher. We'll see if who else make it. Keyshawn Williams or Brandon, one of those guys like that. We'll see if I believe his name is Brandon, the one that caught the touchdown. Was that Brandon? I believe that was. Let me make sure. Who was that? That was Brandon Johnson, right? Yeah, Brandon Johnson. Hopefully, they go out there and opportunity and chance. We'll see exactly who makes it, but I think most definitely, of course, is DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin, and then Roman Wilson. Those are 3 guys I think for sure of that. And then you look at everybody else. It could be Robert Woods, the veteran. They want to go veteran approach, but he's been dealing with some injuries a little bit. So we'll see how Robert Woods look out there. They might keep him on since he's a veteran, but we have to see. I know the Steelers receiver room is not the most eye-popping. Now, if Roman Wilson can emerge and play good like the Steelers believe he can play, like let's say instance he go out, DK Metcalf put up with 1,300 yards or something, 1,300 yards. He had 88 catches and he had like 13 touchdowns. You know, he had a big-time Pro Bowl type season like that. DK Metcalf. And then you look at Calvin Austin has like 700 yards or something, and then he had like 6 touchdowns or something around that range. If Roman Wilson can put up 400, 500-ish around that range, we'll be good with that. We'll be definitely good with that. I think we just need a third guy who can be around that 400, 500 range. We know the tight end's going to do their thing too. Jonas Smith going to be up there, of course, 600 plus yards. And then, you know, Pat Fryer going to be around that same range up there too. So if we can get Roman Wilson to go out there, showcase their skills and be like 300, 400, 500-ish around that range. And Darnell Washington, same thing, around that range too, like 200. I want to see him mostly get at least 5 touchdowns, 250 yards, 5 touchdowns. Roman Wilson get 300, maybe 400 yards around that range. That'd be good. I think that'd definitely compliment DK Metcalf, Jonas Smith, Pat Fryer. It definitely compliment them well like that. So we'll see exactly what happens. So we have to see what happens. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna throw. At first I had it at 300, 800 yards, 3,800 yards. But I think he's gonna throw probably over 4,000 yards. Where the offense is kind of set up and having the pass catchers like Jonas Smith, Pat Fryer, and DK Metcalf, those big body targets, he's gonna probably throw over 4,000 yards. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, basically most of the stuff I have, of course, for today. Maybe I don't know what you guys think about everything with the injury updates, of course, and about the quarterbacks as well, the backup quarterbacks, because Aaron Rodgers is going to be the guy. But Will Howard, first they had an opportunity to say he could possibly play this season. I mean this preseason game right here on Thursday. But from the signs, the way he's been saying and the way he's been saying, like his hand, he can't grip the ball, he probably will not be playing this Thursday. So if he does, that'd be shocking. But I don't think he'll be playing this Thursday. And then you look at, of course, Skylar Thompson, Mason Rudolph. They need to be more consistent because Aaron Rodgers, I hope he doesn't get hurt or anything, but he's 41 years old. And 2 years ago, he had Achilles tear, of course. We know he got banged up a few times last year. And he played the games, of course, but we've seen some moments in the games. You watch those Jets game, he was getting hit. He got up slowly and things was happening. So we need to make sure our backup quarterbacks are consistent enough to step in if something does happen. So that's kind of the main concern right now for the Steelers is the receiver room, of course, after DK and like that, like a little question mark. Calvin Austin is cool, but still a little question mark, a little around that range. And then also, of course, the backup quarterbacks like that. Typically, backup quarterbacks not important, but it is important, especially nowadays in the league with the injuries and stuff, and where the quarterbacks are playing a little more reckless. Now, Aaron Rodgers is more of an old school style quarterback, but some of the quarterbacks who are dual threat, you need to make sure you have a backup quarterback just in case who's solid enough and go out there and play if your quarterback goes down. So we'll see how things happen, how things shape out. But it's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.